Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Table Talk podcast. This is episode
5.
Episode 5
of our podcast.
Yes.
Yep.
A companion piece to our weekly Cooking with Debi and Friends,
Yep.
which will now be on Sundays at noon PST.
Right.
Yep.
And this is 7 p.m. Every Tuesday, that's Pacific Standard Time. I'm Travis.
And I'm Debi.
And tonight we've got an incredible special guest.
I'm so excited.
Debi woke up this morning.
Sleep.
She couldn't. She woke up this morning talking about this guest that we've got. And we've been getting a lot of great response. But before we bring her on, let's do just a real quick recap of the shows that we've done the past week or so.
Okay. And first of all, we want to say hi to some people that joined us. This isn't like the cooking show where we can stop the interview and address every comment like we usually love to do. We will have a podcast for that the podcast before Christmas, where we're going to talk directly to our listeners and comment on all the comments. But in light of being very polite to our guest, once the interview starts, we won't be able to take comments. We will read them, of course.
At some point, we're going to get to the comments for sure. Because
our guest would love to hear what you have to say. She would love some questions from you as well. Mm-hmm. So last Sunday, we made cookies. We did gifts from your kitchen.
Gifts from your kitchen.
We did.
I'm just going to point to
your
mic
I get
real
so
quick.
Excited.
She's just looking at me. Guys, you're there. She's out there. So gifts from your kitchen. Mm-hmm. But last Tuesday, we had Brad and Izzy Garrett on.
Yeah.
And they talked about vegetarian meals and replacements for things in your meals of certain meats. I'm looking forward to trying some of that stuff.
Yeah, she was very impactful, so impactful that I had listeners actually say that they're going to start changing what they are eating. They changed how they grocery shopped. They're doing more plant-based meals. Mm-hmm. And she made it look so beautiful and easy. It's not the rabbit food you think that it is. And she made some absolutely beautiful, beautiful dishes, and they're easy to do. And she was so ready with all her ingredients, what she had. And for those of you that are asking, I found the ingredients that she recommended at Target, the Gardein, for 10% off. Of course, there's Sprouts and Trader Joe's. And also don't forget about your local Aldi, because they have a good choice of meat substitute.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, so check that out, episode 4 with Brad and Izzy Garrett. Mm-hmm. And then this upcoming Sunday?
This upcoming Sunday, we're going to talk about how we're going to celebrate Christmas. And It's just going to be an easy menu. We've made a lot of creative dishes here. But Christmas, the Townsends are going to take their power back and do a pajama Christmas. We're not going to get out of our pajamas for 24 hours.
I'm not wearing my nightgown on the next show.
No,
and my nightcap.
I got you
like
one of
Ebenezer
those.
Scrooge.
And we will have, we're going to show how we're going to take our power back for Christmas. And by that, I mean, how are you going to celebrate Christmas? How are you going to make it personal? Has the numbers that came out after Thanksgiving changed your mind, and you're going to just really stay with your little bubble? So we would love to hear from you. So we've got Tony Townsend, Anna Maria, and Richard Conemacher, Debi Wheatley Ferguson. Yay, she made it. Eva and Pilar, Debbie
baby.
Grow, pretty sweater. Thank you. BG down the street,
Suzanne and Jack.
Audrey Clary Garvey, Suzanne and Jack. And Monica. Monica said, "Hi guys, I love last week's podcast. Would love to watch again." And Izzy Garrett said, "If you have any questions, just send them to us, and we will get the answers for you. If you have anything about plant-based cooking." Scott Hale Gomez said hello. Paula Gelman, all the way from Las Vegas. Hi, loving the sweater. Oh, thank you.
I would love to keep going, but I'm just looking at I do want to say hi to Diana, who just popped in.
Hi, Diana.
But we've got a very, very busy woman on this. She's waiting. We'll come back to the comments in just a little bit, and we're going to wrap up the show after the interview with a little bit more information.
Sorry, Travis, I get excited.
No need to apologize to me. I don't want to make her mad, because God knows I don't want to be on that naughty list.
Right.
So
you do the introduction.
Without further ado, someone who needs zero introduction whatsoever, I'm going to bring on Mrs. Claus.
Whoa! Can we have some claps in our messages?
Hello.
Hi, Mrs. Claus.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Oh,
Well, we appreciate you taking time out of your day. Where are I'm going to put you full screen. Where are you right now?
Actually, I'm in our storage room. This is kind of like my she shed, I guess. It's like a place where I can get a little time to myself. I've got my a cooler with my beers and
Santa. I mean, Mrs. Claus, you're having
Santa?
yourself a brewski.
Santa?
I did. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Oh gosh.
She took a drink.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, Mrs. Claus. Mrs. Claus. There you go. Is that better?
Sure.
Would you prefer we call you something else, Mrs. Claus?
What is my name?
I think it's Mary.
No, I don't know.
Mary Claus.
I
Merry
thought it was
Christmas.
Jeanette. Was it?
No, it's Jane.
Jane Claus.
Jane
okay.
Claus.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nobody
okay.
knows. Nobody cares. Nobody even bothers to find out.
Well,
isn't
there at least one? There's got to be one song or something with
Jane
Claus.
Oh, or Mrs. Claus. Those Christmas carols that everybody sings, singing the praises of Mrs. Claus. You all know them, right?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, sing one.
Go ahead, Debbie.
I'll wait. Go ahead.
Well, they do say behind every great man, there's a great woman.
She seems a little bit mad.
She does seem a little mad.
Okay.
Can you help me here?
I think maybe she heard me say that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and let's talk for just a moment. Jane, thank you for...
You prefer Jane?
Sure. Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate that.
Well, we've got a lot of people listening. A lot of people were really looking forward to some of the questions. And of course, the first one here on the list, I apologize ahead of time. I don't want to make it all about Santa, but the first question is, how did you meet Santa? So can we just start there?
Okay.
That seems to be a popular one.
Go back to the beginning. We were all in like a magnet school, kind of. It was a college we all went to that was kind of for up and coming legendary figures, I wasn't even supposed to be there, actually, but my parents bribed the rowing coach. And I know, sound familiar?
Yeah.
Please, we haven't heard that one.
Yeah. Big rowing school.
It was, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why the Grinch actually was my first boyfriend. He was my college boyfriend.
I think I heard a little bit about that.
The Grinch? Can you tell us a little bit about him?
Oh, he was such a bad boy, I guess. Can you imagine all that green fur and just he was just dangerous and edgy and really just hot.
Yeah, this is just a little bit of a different interview than I guess I was expecting, but I appreciate the candor for sure.
I do too, and I know our listeners do. Anything else you can tell us about the Grinch?
Well, yeah, his heart wasn't the only thing that grew 3 sizes. You know what I mean?
Oh, Jane, you don't say. Who else was in your class?
Yeah. Easter Bunny. Easter Bunny was there. But, my parents kind of were hoping, I think, that I would hook up with him because he comes from money. But, I didn't want to have kids, and you know what they say about rabbits.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Tooth Fairy. Had a brief dalliance, I guess you'd say, with the Tooth Fairy.
Yeah,
I thought the Tooth Fairy was a girl.
Well, it was college. That's
okay. Yeah.
That's a time to experiment. So, yeah.
Uh-huh. Like you do in college.
Like you do in college.
I never went, but
yeah. All right. So the Tooth Fairy and the Grinch and the Easter Bunny.
And then I started dating the Grinch and Santa at the same time. I got a little of what we called at school, a little of the jingle fever.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's a Spike Lee joint.
Yep.
I think. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, it's similar, but.
Do you stay in contact with any of these people?
Just lately, and I think it might be something about 2020, the Grinch has been in my DMs So, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
It's been a
Well,
long time, but
I hope Santa's not
know.
watching this
Wow.
right
are
now.
you kidding? Santa pays no attention to me.
No.
No,
Okay.
oh, please.
Isn't he just busy really around this time of year?
That's what he would like you to think. He's not. I'm doing everything.
Oh.
So, but at the time, Santa was like ripped. He had a 6-pack. He didn't have that whole bowl full of jelly garbage going on. He was hot.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and then he gave me this girl. This dick will make you immortal. I know.
Is it getting hot in here? I feel like these lights are really hot.
Oh my gosh. And what was your response to that?
Oh, please, like I haven't heard that before. Like, give me another line. But it turns out he wasn't kidding. So
yeah. So here you are.
Here you are.
Just
okay.
how I don't dare I ask. Never mind. I was going to ask how old you are, but never mind.
So somebody wants to know. They asked what Joe Casas asks. What is your average day-to-day life at the North Pole?
Okay, that was Joe.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for the question, Joe. I'm very busy. I do everything. I've taken over the naughty and nice list. I take care of the elves. The elves are just awful. The reindeer, can you imagine how bad the reindeer smell? They're terrible.
Yeah, or they they're pretty dirty animals.
What
I think.
makes the elves awful?
Oh, they're just toys. They're just they're just.
Do you ever step on one? You step on one or kick one?
I'd like to. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Do they sing like they do in the Christmas movies, where they're singing and they're making chocolate and
constantly? It just. I mean, that's why I'm here in the storage room. I gotta get away sometimes,
Yeah.
What are you drinking there, Jane?
That's a big beer.
It's a grain belt.
There you go.
That's a big can of beer.
That's a grain belt. Here, we have our cocoa.
Yeah, we were trying to get in this
Christmas spirit.
I mean, we kind of thought.
Yeah.
I can't. It's too much. How much eggnog can a person drink? You know how sick you get of eggnog every day?
That's true.
Eggnog
terrible. And rum. You can leave out the eggnog.
I guess you could.
Scott Hale Gomez from he lived in Las Vegas. Now he lives in Florida. He said, question for Jane. How do you keep the elves from being naughty?
It's just not in their nature. They are just the most disgustingly happy, optimistic, happy-go-lucky creatures.
That sounds horrible.
It's awful.
Well, every now and then you do want to be able to just not be so happy. Like you're around those cheerful people at work. I feel you, Jane, because
Thank you.
Sometimes there's an employee, one of my employees, and she's kind of like that every now and then. And I just go, oh my God, just dial it down just a little bit. But
exactly.
I couldn't imagine living with, I don't know how many are there, but I imagine there's a lot of them.
Thousands.
Thousands.
Well, there's so many toys. You got to make so many toys. And the toys are getting more like a PS5. You know how many elves it takes to build a PS5?
I thought those were
worse and worse.
Yeah, I thought those were still being done in by kids in sweatshops, but I guess that's just the elves.
That's what they want
still.
you to think. Yeah. And this whole, this year has just been everything is different. It's just topsy-turvy because usually Santa, he'll go down south. Of course, everything from here is south.
Right.
He'll go down south to get a little lap time and then, which not like in a creepy way, but, he likes to, like every day there'll be at least a few groups of sorority girls that want to sit on Santa's lap and tell him they've been naughty and get their pictures.
Yeah.
So Santa would come home all preheated, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
But now he's just moping around. It's all on Zoom. He's baking sourdough.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's baking sourdough.
He's trying. And who do you think has to feed the starter every day?
Yeah. Good old Jane.
You're just doing she just does everything.
Did he get accustomed to those Zoom calls pretty quick?
It's just he's just moping around. He's not
It's not the same for him.
He puts mistletoe on his belt buckle. Yeah. So
the old mistletoe on the belt buckle gig. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So doesn't he have to spend a lot of time making his naughty and nice list?
No, I do it. I've got it right here. He's not doing anything. It's
let's take a look at that.
Well, it's a giant.
Oh my
gosh.
book.
Do you ever put yourself on the naughty list just to see if Santa will? No.
No, of course not.
No,
so so that's all your responsibility.
Yep.
Okay.
Wow.
Yep.
So then I guess all the listeners and the people watching that were on the naughty list, they can blame you for that then.
I think they only have themselves to blame.
Wow. Okay. So thanks for not giving me that bike when I was 13. All right, next.
You did, Travis.
Wow. What did you do?
Okay. I don't remember. It was so long ago.
Oh my gosh. Your dad could probably tell us.
Remember that.
Let's see. Who else has a question here? Let's see.
BG says, Mama Maria says, you look great for your age compared to Santa Claus.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
You're holding up better than him, huh?
Yeah. Well, he eats a lot of cookies. A lot of cookies.
Do you have a beauty or a workout regimen, Jane?
It's just taking care of everything. All the work I do here every day. Who has extra time? Like I've got Santa's he thinks he's going to do yoga and CrossFit.
That doesn't happen.
No.
He
does it for a couple days and then he quits.
So Donald, speaking of which, Donald asks, I don't know if I want to read this.
Donald,
go ahead. I'm happy to take I'm just so glad to get some attention. So
okay.
Go ahead. Bring it on.
Yeah. So Donald asked a question via Twitter.
You always look so fat in photos. Why don't you diet?
Why don't you diet?
Loser.
What a loser.
And he put hashtag loser.
Who was that again? What's his name?
His name is Donald, and he hashtagged this loser.
He's on Twitter.
Yeah, you're not a 10, he says.
Well, you done fucked up now, Donald.
Yeah. I would say. I would never say anything like that to you.
Good.
Beautiful, beautiful lady.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Wait, is that the naughty list?
No, this is the nice list.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so you got on the nice list.
Thank you, Sexy.
Oh, that's funny. So Monica from San Dimas wants to know, what will happen on Christmas Day?
Okay, so that's Santa's big day, right? Where he's gone for a day. It's the only day that I'm alone, actually. So the Grinch is really lobbying to pay a visit this year, if you know what I mean.
Wow.
Wow. And that night is a long night, right? Like time stops so that he can get everything done.
Time, yeah, exactly. Time is weird up here, because what time zone are we in? At the North Pole. We're in all of them.
Mountain? I don't know.
No. We're at the North Pole. There's so time is just a real weird concept for us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's gone. He comes home smelling of other bitches' cookies.
Yeah.
And then he sleeps for a week. And we're all supposed to be like, oh, the big hero who worked one day out of the whole year. Like, we're supposed to be having a big celebration for him.
Right. Meanwhile, you're there exhausted still. But the Grinch came by, so maybe things weren't so bad.
Well, he might come by.
Maybe I'll be exhausted in a different way this year. I don't know. We're going to see. It's 2020. Everything is different.
Right. Well, the Falwells have a pool boy. You've got the Grinch.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Next question there.
Yeah. Suzanne from Texas wants to know, does Santa really see you when you're sleeping?
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Yes, he knows, yep. Sees when you're sleeping, knows when you're awake. All of it.
Is it kind of creepy? Like, it's kind of creepy, right?
It's kind of creepy. I don't even want you to watch me when I'm sleeping.
She doesn't like me watching when she's putting on makeup or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get used to it. We've been doing it for so long now,
Okay.
Yeah. Does he ever get your opinion on naughty and nice list, or is that completely your call?
Oh, I just tell him. I just give him the list. I say, here you go. Here's the toys. We get him all set up. He sits his fat butt in the sleigh, and then I give him the list, I give him the naughty and nice. The elves bring out all the toys, the reindeer. I hitch up the reindeer, get him all ready to go, and then off he goes.
You hitch up the reindeers?
Of course. You think he's going to do it?
Well,
no, he'd get his beautiful suit dirty, right?
Yeah. Did you make that suit? Because that's also in the mythology of Santa that you made the suit.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep. I don't know why I'm talking so much shit about Santa right now. I guess probably because I found out that you run the naughty list.
Yeah.
So maybe
it doesn't matter what you say about him.
You're being so transparent with us and our listeners. We appreciate it. We would never know. We would never know.
Nobody does.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Jane. I'm glad you have this opportunity to kind of vent.
Yeah.
Boy, me too. I tell you, Mama needs another beer. Hold on.
Okay.
Crack one. Oh, that sounded so good.
Well, there you go.
I bet those are ice cold too.
Yeah. Do you have friends that you can confide in? I know that when I'm going through a lot, I can, go to a friend's porch and confide.
Who would I talk to?
The Truth Fairy.
Well,
I'm just saying.
That's true. It got a little awkward after our history, so we don't really communicate that much anymore.
Yeah.
We have a friend in common, though, Cheryl Anderson.
Oh, that bitch.
Oh. she got us this booking with you.
I know. So sometimes I go with Santa down south when he goes down for lap time. We met at one of her shows. She's okay. She's funny enough.
She's pretty funny.
She's funny. She's like one of my favorites. She's out at Brad Garrett's at the MGM, and she's a regular out at in Old Town Sac.
Mm-hmm.
I love her.
Jane's not having it. Look at her face.
Yeah, she's not my cup of tea, really. But
okay.
She's a little naughty.
Yeah. Funny. But, she contacts me when she wants something. So that's what she said. My friends are doing this podcast. Could you come and talk to them? So, I'm happy to do it. Like I said, I'm just happy when anybody wants to talk to me. So,
yeah. Well, we're happy to have you.
Yeah.
And God damn it, we're hoping that you can spend some extra time in there with those beers in that room.
Yeah.
There's
another question there that looks interesting.
Well, and I want to make sure we get to this one. This is a food show, so I just wanted to ask this one real quick. Does Santa have any food allergies?
No, he doesn't. And I'm glad you asked, because a lot of times people think, do we need to put out gluten-free cookies? Is he lactose intolerant? Can you imagine with all the milk? That is another problem, though, that a lot of people will leave maybe like a shot of whiskey or a beer for Santa instead.
We do.
Of milk. So he comes home half in the bag, which is probably contributes to why he sleeps for a week after.
Sure.
Christmas.
Should we leave you out a little something this year? Our listeners, maybe can we leave you out something? What would you like?
He wouldn't bring it home. He consumes everything. He would he'd be like, people probably do, and he comes home like, funny, nothing for you this year.
He ate that. He ate it.
Right.
We have 2 more questions here. 3. Does Santa actually make the video games that come on Christmas Day and Nintendo is just taking the credit? That's from Robert
Bob
Snow. Yeah, he wants to know if Santa or you or the elves are actually making those and Nintendo is just taking the credit.
Sure. So Santa doesn't make anything.
Lazy bastard.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And then Richard.
Also.
Okay. Richard Konemacher from Pennsylvania says, any chance of sneak peek at who's making the naughty and nice list this year?
Oh, Richard. I can check. Sure.
Any names we might know?
There is a Donald T.
Yeah.
On the naughty list.
Uh-huh. How about Oprah? Where does Oprah fall on that list?
Oprah's on the nice list.
Oh, good. Okay.
And Richard, you're on the nice list.
Oh, good.
Congratulations.
You'll be happy to hear
good.
it.
He'll be happy to hear it. What's the worst gift Santa has ever given a kid?
Oh, every year there's not that many, but there are children who ask for snakes, pet snakes.
Whoa.
So, yeah, we got to fill up a bag of snakes and off they go.
Oh my gosh.
That would be horrible to carry around.
Yeah, BG Casas asked that one from Azusa.
That was my brother. He likes the snakes.
Oof. Sandra Burke, how does he get down the chimney with his girth? Yeah, has he ever gotten caught?
Like the belt buckle mistletoe?
No, not his nether regions.
Well,
his
she said
belly.
girth.
Well, that is a bit girthy if,
I don't want to know about Santa's junk.
It's you and Cheryl set this up. I'm just here for the laughs.
Okay, has he ever gotten stuck in a chimney and had to call you to come bail him out?
It's the whole magic thing.
He has magic?
He gets in and out, yeah. Because, there's the children who don't even have fireplaces.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In and out, it's the whole magic thing, yeah.
Will Santa wear a mask this year?
Oh, absolutely. Boy, we were just talking about that. Because for some reason, so we had the elves tested. We did blood tests. They have antibodies somehow. So the elves are all immune.
Magical.
But we're afraid,
wow.
Every year, there'll be like a kid that'll wait up and hide downstairs or something, and Santa will run into some kids sometimes. So we're going to have him mask up and just to be safe. And yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's good.
That's a good idea.
Keep him safe. Keep him coming around and going back to you.
Is COVID much of a problem there at the North Pole? I guess the elves are COVID proof.
Right. They are immune, and Santa hasn't gone down for any lap time since it's all been on Zoom. So we've been isolated, up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That could be tricky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, the Grinch, I don't know. The Grinch might bring some virus up here. So I'm going to have to be careful.
She's already planning her.
Oh my gosh. I hope Santa doesn't listen to this
her
podcast.
Grinch appointment.
He won't.
No, he doesn't. She said he's probably playing his PS5 right now.
So what do you do for relaxation and vacation?
You're looking at it.
Oh,
I
sitting in
come
the
out
storage.
to my cheese shed and have a beer, and then back to work.
We
start, as soon as Christmas is over, we start ramping up again for next year right away.
Yeah.
Wow. You don't have any time to watch the Housewives show or anything like that?
No.
Wow.
We don't even get any programs up here. I can't get Netflix up here.
Oh no.
Oh shit. Well, you think with those magical elves making all those PS5s and everything, they could, get you some Wi-Fi or something.
Yeah, you think they would.
Well, do you have any closing statements for our audience? I know that you have to get back, and we appreciate you taking what time that you did.
Boy, thanks. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Thank you for your questions. Please, this year, when you're singing some Christmas songs, just throw in a couple songs for Mrs. Claus, for Jane Claus.
Yeah. We'll do that. And I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to leave out a little gift that says, for Mrs. Jane Claus, and we'll see if you get it. You let us know, okay?
Thank you. I will.
Right. I'm not going to tell you what's in it, but I'm going to stay on the naughty list. Okay.
He just gave toy a whole new definition.
What? My father is watching this. My dad put me on the naughty list already. And just so that you guys know, Mrs. Jane Claus' friend, Cheryl Anderson, can be found at Instagram.com/Cheryl Soccer Mom, or go to her website, www.CherylTheSoccerMom.com. When we talk to Cheryl, I know you're not really happy with her right now, Jane. Mm-hmm. We will tell her thank you for setting this up, because this has really been a pleasure. Our listeners and watchers, they're saying Merry Christmas and thank you, and
we know you're busy. They're calling you JC.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you got a nickname out of this.
We'll get you a list of all the names so they make it to the nice list.
Yeah, love you, Mrs. Jane Claus. Ms. Jane Claus.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, somebody's very progressive. Who is that?
Yeah.
Love you, Ms. Jane Claus. The very top one.
Oh, let me scroll up. We've got some here.
We've got so many. Love you, Miss. Oh, that was Diana Eagleson.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time. We know you're busy. Somebody else, bye, JC. Thank you, Jane. Look at everybody. They just are. We're really acknowledging you. I'm so glad.
All these are going to be on the nice list, we hope. And
Merry Christmas, Jane. Thanks, Jane. How lovely.
What a wonderful audience you have.
Yeah, they're pretty amazing.
And as saucy as you were.
Good to get this off my chest, too.
Oh, anytime. We're here.
We're glad. And you're on our nice list, too.
Mm-hmm. And we will leave that present out. And Travis, who's a musician, I'm going to get him on making a Christmas carol about Jane.
Yeah. With the ukulele.
With the ukulele.
Oh. All right, I'll be looking for it.
She didn't seem too enthused about that.
Well, thank you so much, Jane. We really appreciate this time. And please, we're going to tell Cheryl Anderson what a lovely time we had with you.
All right, good. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Whoa.
Wow.
I feel hot.
I mean, I knew because of the little pre-interview questions that we sent over that she was ready to talk.
I didn't realize how ready to talk. She was ready to talk.
Yeah, some of that was a little saucy.
A little saucy.
Yep.
Woo! Wow, she was amazing. And we want to thank again our friend Cheryl Anderson, who is an absolute delight. She has won so many comedy competitions. She is a comic over at MGM. And as soon as they turn the lights back on at MGM, we will all be out there. And she is just hilariously funny. Just a lovely, lovely lady.
Yeah,
so
do her a favor and follow her. Instagram is at Cheryl Soccer Mom, and her website, CherylTheSoccerMom.com.
Yeah. You can follow her on Twitter. You know who follows her on Twitter?
Who's that?
You're not going to believe this.
Who is it?
Oh, President Obama.
Obama follows her?
Obama follows Cheryl the Soccer Mom.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fancy.
Impressive, right?
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, okay, you guys, I wanted to do a couple more things. First of all, just to let you know where we are and when we're at before we sign off here. You can find us. We live stream on Sundays, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and we podcast on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on YouTube and Facebook. And you can also find us on our website, cookingwithdebbieandfriends.com, Instagram at cookingwithdebbie, and then the YouTube is just /mommycomic. Facebook is /Debi Gutierrez. And then, of course, after the show, this is a video broadcast, but after the show, we strip the audio out and we put it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeart, Stitcher, Google, or your favorite platform.
Anchor.
So, yeah, please
Breaker,
follow us on those. And
Pocket Casts.
Yeah, she knows all of them. She's got it written down. One last thing. This CD made by myself and a beautiful friend of mine, Caitlin Hansen, we are giving it away free. It's on our website. If you go to cookingwithdebbieandfriends.com /shop and put it into the cart. When you check out, put the coupon code podcast free, all one word, uppercase in, and you can download this free.
It's a beautiful album.
Yeah, it's a shorter.
It really is beautiful.
It's a little shorter than I wanted it to be.
Can you tell them some of the songs on there?
Sure. Who cares? The Christmas song, We Wish You a Merry Christmas, Away in a Manger, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, Little Town of Bethlehem, Angels We've Heard on High, White Christmas, Silver Bells. And it's myself and Caitlin. Caitlin plays the bass. And I've got a few instruments, guitar, trumpets, uke,
and
vocals.
It's just so beautiful. We played it last night. We went to go deliver some Christmas presents and some cookies. And we took the long way home. We had Luna with us, our dog, and we just went and looked at Christmas lights and played the CD. And it's timeless. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
you did such a good job on that.
Thank you. Yeah, it was, we weren't really done with it. And I got pneumonia after going to Minnesota. And,
Minnesota.
Yeah, 20 below. And so I never really recorded the rest of them, but it's a nice little album. It's short, but like Debbie said, it's fun to listen to. And that's free. That is from us to you, our way of saying thank you for joining our show. And we really just love doing this.
Played in our studio yesterday.
Oh,
Cute.
Jack and Suzanne played this in their studio.
Yeah, so download that for free. That's our Christmas gift to you, our holiday gift to you.
Yeah.
It's great just to have in the background while you're eating dinner or driving to look at lights or baking cookies. You know, it's a beautiful enough album that you can talk over it.
Well, there are a lot of instrumentals and the vocals are kind of soft. So hopefully you guys like it. I had a lot of fun making it with Caitlin especially. And man, I miss getting together with musicians and playing because that's one of the things performers really have had to give up this year.
Yeah.
So,
they say we're going to be the last to come back. So.
If Mrs. Claus is still listening, we just have a Christmas wish that that everything goes away, the virus and vaccine comes and it's tested and helps, and that we can all get back to some normalcy because we need it. We need it. So that's our Christmas wish.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much. And don't forget to join us this Sunday when we talk about what we're doing for Christmas. And we're going to open up comments to hear what you're doing for Christmas. And just so you know, we spend Christmas in our pajamas this year. That's what we're doing. And we're not going to make a big hullabaloo about it. It's just going to be a peaceful Christmas with some respite and some gratitude and some peace.
Yep. And nightgowns and
cookies.
Ebenezer hats. All right, you guys. Thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.